Hey guys, it's Robyn, your Scentsy fragrance consultant. Welcome back and welcome if you're new. Today I have got a Scentsy family reunion day 2 update, and today was really focused on fall and the holidays. So this is going to be your video where we go through what we know that's going to be coming for fall and for Christmas time. So this is going to be the fun video of the year. This is the one people look forward to. This is the one people love, especially if you're a fall winter person like myself. This is by far my favorite stuff of the year. Like the fall, Halloween, Christmas stuff, that is my favorite. So we went through the catalog yesterday on day 1, along with the rebrand and stuff. So yes, if you haven't seen that yet, go check out that. That's got the catalog scent list, all the catalog stuff, all the new catalog warmers. That's in a different video. This one is going to be limited time collection. So your promotional offers, your harvest, holiday, and little licensed collections in between there. Now, I waited a couple hours to film this video after SFR today because I was really hoping that we would get some real life pictures coming in because product display was happening right after general session this morning. So I was really hoping people would take pictures and post them to social media so that I could show you those real life pictures, but nobody has. So it's been a couple hours. I want to just get the information up for you. So I have got screenshots from the product launch information at SFR, and I'll show you the screenshots of the products that they are showing us. I am hoping to get some real life pictures here within the next day or so. So rather than make a whole second video on these same items, I'm going to post those to my Facebook page and possibly my Instagram. So be sure to check out my Facebook page in the description box below, and possibly my Instagram if you use Instagram as well, because I will post some real life pictures of these things there as well. Okay, we're gonna start with Harvest, because Harvest, we are, as consultants, we get early access to the Harvest Collection scents on August 1st. So that's this Friday. So this Friday, I'll be ordering the Harvest Collection scents. On September 1st, those Harvest Collection scents launch along with the rest of the Harvest Collection. So most of the items this year are new. All 5 scents are brand new. We've never had them before. We do not have scent descriptions on these 5 scents just yet. We should have those probably by tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thursday. So we should have those coming right up, but we don't have them just yet. So the scent names are Apple Harvest Dreams, which sounds lovely, very fall. Moonlight Whisper. That doesn't give us a lot of information about the scent. I'm not sure what that one's going to be. Spiced Pecan Cream. That sounds lovely. That sounds bakery goodness with a little bit of spice. Pumpkin Honey Spice. Now, honey has been really big. I've noticed honey in a lot of different brands lately. So Pumpkin Honey Spice sounds lovely. And then Cider and Crimson Berries. Also classic fall, and I do love the idea of having a berry scent in there for fall as well. So that is the Harvest Collection. Again, Apple Harvest Dreams, Moonlight Whisper, Spiced Pecan Cream, Pumpkin Honey Spice, and Cider and Crimson Berries. Those are the 5 scents we're working with in this Harvest Collection. So again, these are all going to be available September 1st for everybody. Consultants can get them a month early on August 1st. Now, also in this Harvest Collection, we're also going to be seeing fragrance flowers. So once again this year, we have the sunflower shaped fragrance flowers. So as you can see here, we have 4 regular sized ones and then 1 large one. Now, I'm not sure which scent this one here is, the brown one. If I had to guess, I would say that's probably the Spiced Pecan Cream, if I had to guess. But I guess we'll find out on Thursday. So again, sunflowers will be available in the fragrance flowers. There we go. So all different color oils. You can see this one. This is the color of the fragrance flower before it turns color. They've got a dark purple oil here that will soak into the flower and turn it purple eventually. So there is the Harvest Collection fragrance flowers. Okay, next we have one of the new Harvest warmers. This one is called Midnight Grove. It is a mercury glass purple pumpkin with kind of like a sweater design, like a knit sweater design. How beautiful is this? So again, you can see the kind of speckled mercury glass, the purple, and then kind of that knitted detailing with the black pumpkin lid topper. They did talk about how you can take the pumpkin topper off. Now you can do this with any of your pumpkin warmers from previous years as well. You can take that pumpkin lid off if you want, and it looks more like a neutral fall warmer then. Or you could even move that one into winter with the purple sweater design as well. So it does give you a couple options there for styling that you can remove the lid. You can do that with any of your pumpkin warmers again, but Midnight Grove, I think, is designed specifically for that because of the sweater detailing. It can take it from fall into winter as well. The next one we have here is Courtly Striped Pumpkin. This one looks to be an element warmer. It is a black and white striped pumpkin stack, 2 pumpkins stacked. And again, this one is one that they described as being one that you can kind of style differently. For fall, of course, you can have it as stacked pumpkins. You can also remove the lid because the wax goes in the bottom pumpkin there. You can remove the lid and put that pumpkin away. And then you have just kind of like a gentle, rounded black and white warmer that you can really have out for the whole fall, if not longer. So that is the Courtly Striped Pumpkin element warmer. Then we have the Bone and Blossom diffuser shade that you can, I believe, purchase separately or as a set. We also have another Harvest collection of oils. We do not have information yet on what the oils are called, but there's a 3-pack of Harvest oils once again. And again, this is the diffuser shade. Again, the steam comes out the top and then it does light up so you can see the eyes glowing. So again, you can change your diffuser color behind that. So they have it set to the white, to the warm white, but you can make it green, red, orange, blue, whatever color you want your skeleton eyes to be. So that is the Bone and Blossom diffuser shade. Very spooky. And then this was a big one. This is one that people are very excited about. The Nightmare Before Christmas collection is making a little return with a new mini warmer and a new blankie buddy. So we have a new Jack Skellington mini warmer there, as well as a blankie buddy. Now they did not say what scents these were going to be. They did not announce a new scent for Nightmare Before Christmas, so I have to assume that they're going to be using the Jack's Obsession scent or one of the other existing Nightmare Before Christmas scents. I would assume Jack's Obsession, which is like a green apple and cinnamon type scent. It is lovely. It's in my club. I love that bar. So I do hope that does come back because yes, for the other collections we're going to talk about coming up here that have licensed collections, they did talk about the scent because it's a new scent. This one, they did not mention a new scent, so I have to assume that we're working with existing scents. And you can see in the mini warmer here, they have got a light green wax. Jack's Obsession is light green, so I have to assume that that is what is coming back there. So again, we don't have a launch date for Jack Skellington. I would think probably September 1st with that Harvest collection. Also in the Harvest collection, we have got 3 new buddy options. We have got Herbert the Hedgehog, Jinx the Pumpkin Buddy Clip, and the Beautiful Spirit decor piece pillow. So here is Herbert the Hedgehog. He is cute in his little tweed vest. Super, super cute. We have the little Jinx pumpkin buddy there, buddy clip. Good for like a bag or a backpack. And then we have the pillow. The pillow is actually quite a good size when they showed it because the participants that went to SFR were given the pillow and it looks to be quite a good size. Like you can see it here next to a full-size throw pillow. It's pretty close in size to a standard throw pillow. So really cute, very plushy, little ghost that says boo. So that is the Harvest Collection buddy offerings. There were also a few other warmers. I hope to have pictures of them soon. There was one that was almost like a purple and green glow and then like black trees on the outside. That was very pretty. There's also a witch's cauldron with a spider web element warmer. I'll show you that one here. So there's that one. And then this one we had before. This is, I think, Pumpkin Sparkle from last year. So that one's coming back along with the Tabletop Fan Diffuser Jack-o'-lantern. And then these ones we've talked about. Looks like the Sunflower Buddy bag clip is coming back as well as part of the Harvest collection. So again, these items are all September 1st. Early access for the scents, of course, is August 1st. All right, the next one was kind of a big launch, and this one had me the most excited of the entire thing. For years, I have been hoping, and many, many people have been hoping, that Scentsy would eventually partner with Charlie Brown. Do a Charlie Brown collection, especially a Charlie Brown Christmas collection, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. They did a Charlie Brown 75th anniversary collection. We're gonna start with the buddy options. There is a Snoopy buddy and a Woodstock buddy clip. Here they are. They come scented in the new Autumn Adventures scent, I believe. So there they are. These are 2 separate items. You don't get them together. Snoopy comes just as the dog. You don't get the doghouse. And then Woodstock is the bag clip. They just got them positioned there together for the picture, but there is Snoopy being held by a staff member with Woodstock. Okay, so those are going to be available. Here's a better picture of Snoopy with his scent pack, Autumn Adventure. Look how cute. He's so cute. Oh my goodness. So there is Snoopy. And This year we do not seem to have the Disney pumpkin warmer back, like the Mickey pumpkin. That seems to not be back this year. But we have a similar style of warmer that I think is at least just as cute, if not possibly cute, at least as cute. So a new Snoopy pumpkin patch warmer with the Autumn Adventure Scentsy bar. Look how cute. And also note that there's no bulb glare here. They have got some kind of insert there, either glass or some kind of like resin plastic, to make it more of like an incandescent glow. And then you have your Autumn Adventure Scentsy bar. We do not have scent notes on that. I think it's very likely it's going to smell like pumpkin based on the fact that there's a pumpkin on it and it's orange. Yeah. Now it looks to me like they have star anise and vanilla in the picture here, and possibly what looks like peanuts. I'm not sure. But in the picture here, you can see star anise and then vanilla bean pods. And then I'm not sure what is in this dish. It looks to me like peanuts, but I could be wrong. But that is going to be probably the hints that we're going to get for the scent notes on Autumn Adventures. So there we go there. That is peanuts fall. Okay, so that's what we know so far about the Harvest collection. Then we move into the holiday stuff. So holiday is broken into a few sections. Most of the holiday collection will be available on October 1st. So Harvest is September 1st, holiday is October 1st. Early access for consultants for the holiday bars only, starts September 1st. So as consultants, we do get the bars a month early if we want them, but it launches in full for everybody on October 1st for holiday. So again, the holiday bars, we don't have scent descriptions just yet. We do have scent names for the most part. There's one that I can't quite make out, but the rest we got here. The first one is called Caramel Macadamia Nut, which sounds like a bakery offering, which sounds like it should be very good, kind of warm and nutty. Then we have Jingle Bell Blooms, which sounds like some kind of holiday floral. Then we have, this is the one I can't fully read. It is a blue plaid bar. I see something in flannel is what I think I see. Covered in flannel, something in flannel. The image is kind of blurry. I can't make out what it says, but it says something in flannel, but that is the bar color. It's kind of a light blue, probably a fresh type scent, I would guess. Then we have a pale green bar called Frosted Eucalyptus, which again should be a fresh type scent. And then a red bar called Festive Fruit Punch, which will probably be either fruity or spicy, one of the two. So I'll show you the color scheme altogether here. I wish we had descriptions for these, but we don't. They didn't say. But that is what they look like altogether. Very festive. Pretty much what you would expect from a holiday collection there. Yeah. So that's the bars. As far as the other stuff, there was quite a few things here. Okay, the first warmers that they showed us from the holiday collection, again, these are going to be October 1st. These are kind of in that Inspire pillar that we talked about yesterday. They have the 4 different categories of decor styles now. This one is the more modernist, minimal style. So this is called Nordic Pine, and it comes in 2 different color options. You can get a kind of deep forest green or a white. And it's kind of like a Scandinavian inspired Christmas tree. So again, there's the warmers, and you can choose either the dark green or the white. And that is the Nordic Pine. So it looks like it, so it looks to be like a glazed ceramic. And I'm not sure if it's an element or a lit warmer. I would think it's probably an element because I see no light whatsoever and no vent holes either. So I'm thinking it is probably a element warmer. Now I do think, since there's no holes in this lid, that most likely the back is cut out to let the scent escape. So I would think that you have to, I think the back is probably open of that top of that tree to let the scent out. Okay, the next one here, this one is going to be a must-have for me personally. This one is kind of like a more glam, classic, elegant style, and I love this. This is called Victorian Glow, and it is another mercury glass warmer. Look at that. It's like a vintage Christmas ornament, lots of facets in it. It is beautiful. It lights up so pretty. Oh my goodness. So there's that one. That one will be definitely coming home with me. Love, love. I think that one is going to be fairly popular. The next one here we have, I think, is also going to be popular. This is more of a like farmhouse style warmer. This one's called Rustic Twinkle. It is a tin warmer. It looks like it has some of that kind of brushed gold that some of our previous trees have had. So if you've had previous tin trees from Scentsy, I think this will pair very well with the existing trees that we've done. So this is Rustic Twinkle, and look how pretty. Like just the kind of glow and like the little pinhole design. These pinholes tend to throw a really pretty design on walls too. So very, very nice. And that again, I think that'll pair very nicely with your festive fir, your trim the tree, all of the other tin warmers that we've done. I think it's gonna just fit right in with those very seamlessly. So that is Rustic Twinkle, absolutely gorgeous. Then we have a Scentsy Air Quad. That is the 4-pod system for large spaces to scent your home with pods. Now, what I don't know, and I've been asked, is this going to be available only as the unit, or can you also buy the shade separately? Here it is. Look how, that is beautiful. Very, very festive, very, very wintry. Again, not really like super holiday specific, just kind of wintry. You could have it out all winter quite nicely. Now, with things like the premium diffuser shades, what they do is they offer it 2 ways. You can buy the premium diffuser set with the base and the shade, or you can buy the shade separately if you already have the base. So I hope that they do the same here with the Air Quad. If you already own an Air Quad, I hope that you can buy the shade separately. And if you don't already own an Air Quad, you could buy the whole unit. That is what I'm hoping they do. They haven't said what they're doing yet, but we do know that the whole unit will be available for sure. Okay, next up here is another holiday warmer. This one is very festive, very traditional, and it is called Nestled in Evergreen. It is a little element warmer dish with a little cardinal who's got a little bit of snow dusted on him. And there's a nice little greenery around there with pine cones, snow dusted cranberries, all of that good stuff. So there is Nestled in Evergreen. And I think with this one, the color of the wax you choose really does kind of make it. They've chosen a red wax there and it looks very pretty. I think a green wax would also be pretty. But I think the wax color that you use in this warmer is gonna really like matter for the look of the warmer. So there's that one. Very pretty little warmer, especially for people who love cardinals. I know the cardinal warmers that we do tend to go quickly because people tend to love cardinals. Okay, next one here is an element warmer. And this one is probably gonna go fast because everything with this Hamish the Highland cow goes fast. They've done a Christmas warmer of a brown Hamish cow. Jolly old St. Moo. And he is so cute. He's a glazed ceramic. Look at the detailing. He looks to be hand painted. I'm not sure he is, but he might be. He looks hand painted to me. But look at the detail on the scarf texture, his texture in his fur, the texture even around the Santa hat there. So cute. So he's an element warmer and very adorable. I do think he'll go fast. He would be cute for things like bedrooms where you don't want a lit warmer. So yeah, there is Jolly old St. Moo. Then we have a Minnie Mouse Scentsy Buddy. Now they didn't mention this in SFR, but the picture I have here of this buddy shows a scent pack that is called Disney Warm Gingerbread Wishes. So we are getting what sounds to be a new gingerbread scent from Disney. It should probably be available in a bar as well, I would think. But this is the buddy that the scent pack comes with. Look how cute. It is a Minnie Mouse gingerbread buddy. Super, super sweet. And there is the scent pack, Warm Gingerbread Wishes. Again, we do not have scent notes on that at all, but I would expect to see that in a bar as well. I don't think I've ever seen them do a scent pack that didn't also come in a bar, so I would expect to see that scent in a bar as well. Okay, then we have Charlie Brown Christmas. This was my favorite. Okay, we have a Snoopy Doghouse Christmas warmer, and then we also have a Snoopy Holiday bar, and I am not 100% sure what the bar is called. It says something holiday. They just referred to it as the Snoopy Holiday bar in the, I think it is just called Snoopy Holiday, possibly. They just referred to it as Snoopy Holiday bar in the SFR presentation, and it looks like the label might actually say Snoopy Holiday, so it might just be called Snoopy Holiday. But here you go. Look at this. OMG. His little doghouse is all lit up inside. The little lights are lit up as well. I'm not sure if this is a bulb or an element warmer. Like, I'm not sure if that's an LED light inside, and then we got a hot plate here, or if this is like an actual light bulb that we are heating the wax with. I'm not 100% sure, but so cute. Like so cute, so nostalgic. This is everything I think of when I think of Christmas. This one's coming home with me, personally. I love that one. The bar is green. It looks like it's probably going to be some kind of tree scent or wintry type scent. It shows them outside singing Christmas carols. So I would assume notes of probably fresh air and pine tree are my guess, but they did not say what the notes are going to be. But based on the color in the picture, I would assume some kind of tree scent. And here is just another picture of some of these warmers. This is the Nordic Pine ones and that Victorian Glow one. How pretty. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at the glow on that one. Like, I just love that. It looks like this diffuser shade is coming as well. So there's that. Also Mercury Glass. Seems like Mercury Glass is really big this year, because we're getting a lot of different Mercury Glass products. For the holiday collection, we typically get a laundry collection as well, like a holiday laundry line. We are getting that as well this year. It's going to have laundry liquid, a Scentsy Fresh, and a washer whiff small tub. And the scent is Pistachio Woods. So Pistachio Woods had been a new release scent last fall. It did not return to catalog for fall winter this year, but they are going to give it to us in the laundry collection for the holidays. So if you miss Pistachio Woods, you will have a chance to get your hands on it in laundry for the holidays. And it was kind of like an earthy, kind of sweet, but more earthy, kind of pistachio type scent, nutty type scent, kind of like woodsy nutty. Also for holidays, we tend to get a cleanings bundle as well. And this year they are giving us a hand soap, counter clean, and dish soap bundle in Perfect Peppermint. Perfect Peppermint has been available in clean as a limited time offer before, and it was one of the most popular. The Perfect Peppermint counter clean spray is among my very, very favorite ever counter clean sprays. It is so, so good. It's just this clean, kind of gently sweet, but not over the top sweet mint scent. It's like more like a candy cane mint. It is not sweet. It's very, very minty. It's so lovely. I love that one all the time. I'm going to be probably getting multiple sets of that because I want multiple counter cleans of that. We're also getting a small body collection. This one will be nice for gifting. It's got bows all over it, which is kind of cute. There is a body cream as well as a Scentsy soak. The Scentsy soaks are always popular. That's our like our bath soak. The scent is going to be warm amber and plum. Now the scent notes on that look to be silky plum, warm amber, and cashmere musk. Now I don't recall if this is a scent we have had before or not. I don't remember this one, so it could be a new scent. I'm not really sure. They don't usually do a new scent in just body care though, so I'm not sure. Maybe it's existed before, but warm amber and plum, again. Silky plum, warm amber, and cashmere musk. And here's what it looks like. Dark purple with little bows. Very, very nice. Okay, the other things that we have for the holiday season coming are your holiday bricks. Those are coming back this year again in the Christmas tree shape, as well as the Scents of the Season collection. Now, Scents of the Season is a bar collection that Scentsy comes out with usually on November 1st. It will continue to be November 1st this year. And Scents of the Season is kind of that last hurrah of the holiday season, because by mid-November, people are pretty much done shopping often. So Scents of the Season is kind of like your imminent holiday season bars. So this year we have 5 new scents in Scents of the Season. Now, in past years, what they have done is the holiday bricks, they'll give us several new scents and then 1 or 2 that we've had before. And then Scents of the Season, what they've typically done is they'll give us a couple new scents as well as a few that we've had before. So it's usually kind of a mixed bag as far as new scents to returning scents with those 2 collections. This year, what they've done is, because bricks are large, bricks are like 5 times the size of a regular bar, like they're very large. It's a lot of wax. So a lot of people, I think, are less eager to purchase an entire brick because they're not sure if they're going to like that scent. So by giving us bricks that we have had before in the past, that does allow people that love that scent and know that scent to get a larger quantity at a good value. So what they've done this year is given us bricks in 5 scents that have been available before. So a lot of us are familiar with them. And then for Scents of the Season, they've done all new scents. So 5 brand new scents that you get to try for the first time. So for the holiday bricks, there are 5 returning favorite scents. So the first one is Maraschino Sugar Cookie, which has been in my club since it last came back as a brick. We had this one as a brick a few years back, and it is the best cherry bakery scent. It's almost like a buttery shortbread cookie with cherry. It's so sweet, such a bakery treat. That is my husband's, one of his very favorite scents. So Maraschino Sugar Cookie is returning, along with Spiced Grapefruit. I am not personally familiar with that scent. It hasn't been around in the time I've been with Scentsy, but I have heard people talk about it and say that they love it. So Spiced Grapefruit is returning, and a lot of people will be happy about that. Rustic Lodge is returning. We had Rustic Lodge in Bring Back My Bar again 2 or 3 years back. It is a really lovely kind of warm, cozy pine tree scent. And again, I'm not a pine tree scent person at all, but I actually quite liked Rustic Lodge. For a lot of folks, they found it kind of to be a light performer. So I do like the idea of having it in a brick where you have a lot of wax to work with, because it does seem to be a slightly lighter performer. Maraschino Sugar Cookie was a boomer. That one is a great performer. I've heard good things about Spiced Grapefruit as well. And then the fourth one is Toasted Caramel Sugar. This is a lovely kind of year-round appropriate bakery scent. I don't think Toasted Caramel Sugar is necessarily a like winter scent at all. It's got no spice to it. It's just kind of this warm caramel sugar scent. It is like, it's like standing over the oven while you're making caramel sauce. It is so good. So that's a good one. Then the fifth one is Cozy Fireside. This one is a very, very, very spicy scent. It is a good performer. It's spicy, it's warm, it's kind of hearthy. It's got like a hearth type note to it, maybe a bit of ginger as well. It's got a kind of a more complex spice profile than just your classic cinnamon and clove. So again, the 5 scents: Maraschino Sugar Cookie, a bakery scent with some fruit to it. Spiced Grapefruit, a fruity spice scent. Rustic Lodge is a kind of woods type scent. Toasted Caramel Sugar is a bakery. And Cozy Fireside is a spice type scent. So that is the 5 bricks that will be available. We don't have a date on those. Typically they are sometime in October, like mid-October usually, but we don't have a firm date on those this year. Okay, scents of the season, November 1st. I don't have pictures of them, but they usually have quite cute packaging. The 5 scents that we're working with, and again, we do not have scent notes just yet. They weren't announced. No one talked about them. We don't know. But the scents, there's 5. Cabin Cuddles. This one had been kind of like a light blue color, so I expect it's going to be kind of a fresh, cozy scent. Christmas Tree Farm, which I believe was green, probably gonna be a tree scent. Sweet Christmas Lily, which I saw somebody, they were given a set of these at SFR, so a lot of the people in the audience were smelling theirs already. Somebody had said that Sweet Christmas Lily to them smelled like Victor and Wolf Flower Bomb nectar, like the sweet version of Flower Bomb. I hope that's correct, because Victor and Wolf Flower Bomb is like my favorite perfume ever, so I really hope it does. So that is Sweet Christmas Lily. Then there is Sugared Peppermint Flurries, which sounds like it will be some kind of bakery probably. And then we have Cranberry Christmas Cake. That one sounds like a star of the season to me. Cranberry Christmas Cake. Cranberry, you can't go wrong at the holidays. And Christmas cake, sign me up. Sign me up. So again, the 5 for scents of the season are Cabin Cuddles, Christmas Tree Farm, Sweet Christmas Lily, Sugared Peppermint Flurries, and Cranberry Christmas Cake. That is the 5. And again, those will be available November 1st. They also mentioned that they will be doing 4 or possibly more candle scents for the holidays. So if you want to get your hands on the candles, they will be doing about 4 of the new, it sounds like the new holiday scents for the candles as well, with the option to do other holiday scents potentially as well. I would not be surprised to see them do something like a Christmas cottage candle or something like that. That would be very, very popular, I think. So candles are coming for Christmas as well, in holiday scents. So your dates as a recap: for consultants only for the bars, Harvest August 1st. Full fall launch September 1st, along with the fall catalog and everything in that. September 1st also has holiday early access for consultants only. October 1st, we have holiday full launch. October 13th, we have holiday bricks launch. November 1st, we have scents of the season launch. So that is kind of like your dates to remember that we know of so far. Then we have some not awesome news. This is kind of like the less fun part of the video. So this is going to be about like price increases. So we didn't get a ton of information. They did say that we would get a news article later today about the stuff they talked about, but they announced that because of ongoing global tariffs, Canada and Mexico will be receiving a 10% price increase across the board, it sounds like, on everything. So 10% increases on everything. They're also going to be adjusting rewards tiers to reflect that as well as adjusting shipping tiers as well. I don't have details on what exactly that means, but we should have details on that later today. Hopefully, that'll be on Workstation. One thing that they're also doing, in addition to increasing the prices across the board by 10%, they're also increasing consultant commissions on Canadian orders by 10% as well. So I'm not sure why, but they are. So, I mean, I guess that's a thing. Now, there are no price increases announced for the US currently. That being said, they did not explicitly state the US does not have price increases. They simply said that Canada and Mexico will be paying 10% more than the US because of the tariffs. So it is possible, but we don't know yet because prices have not been posted yet. The catalog does not have prices in it. We will not likely know prices on anything that's coming for couple weeks still at least. Once they come into the coming soon section on the personal websites, we should see pricing information. But I don't know. Like they did not rule out that the US was going to have base price increases as well. All we know is that Canada and Mexico will be paying 10% more than the US. So that is what we know. We don't know if the US is going to be paying the same as last season or if they've also got price increases. So that is what we know so far. So for now, the US can rest easy, I think. I think if you're in the US, you can currently just say, no price increases for the time being. But that being said, I wouldn't rule them out either because they did not say the US prices are staying the same. They said Canada and Mexico will pay 10% more than the US. So I don't know is the kind of the game here. Now, price increases, never good news. Never good news. That being said, I had been prepared for worse. I thought with the tariff situation and all of that good stuff is loose there. I thought we'd be looking at 20 to 30% increases, to be honest. I was kind of scared that almost everything would be facing 20 to 30%. And that was my kind of guess at the time. It sounds like we're going to be doing 10% and only for Canada and Mexico. So yeah, hopefully the US stays as is because that means Canada and Mexico are only paying 10% more than the existing prices, which would be the best case scenario. As far as whether this will change in future, if tariffs become no longer an issue, I don't know. We don't know. That is not on the radar right now, I don't think. But yeah, just thought I would share that. That is what is happening. So yeah, if you're in Canada or Mexico, 10% higher tariffs. But if you're in either of those countries as well as a consultant, you will be getting 10% higher commissions on orders from that country. So if you're a consultant that does orders across borders, like myself, I do US customers as well as Canadian customers. Very happy to have that. US customers, you'll get the same commission as you do now. Canadian orders, you will get the 10% extra, I guess is how it works. So there's that. Personally, I would have preferred to not have an extra 10% commission and have kept prices low for my customers. That would have been my preference personally, but I don't run the show. So I guess that's what they're doing. So I am relieved. I mean, as much as I hate to say I'm relieved that there's a 10% price increase, I'm relieved it's only 10% when the tariffs that are being thrown around are much higher than that. So that is a bit of a relief to me because I really was almost kind of concerned they might actually pull out of Canada and Mexico because of the tariffs. So I'm relieved that A, they're not pulling out, and B, it's not as bad as I thought it might be. So 10%, not great, but also it could be worse, I guess. It's not good news, but it could be worse, I guess. So again, everyone's got their threshold. I understand that for some people, this will be like the end of the road and a deal breaker. I get that, I do. But I'm personally like a little bit of a breath of relief because it's not as bad as I expected. So that is the bad news, I guess, after all of the fun, exciting harvest and holiday news. And that was pretty much day 2 in a nutshell. There was a couple keynote things. Yeah, but the main stuff was the harvest, holiday stuff, that Charlie Brown announcement, Jack Skellington Nightmare Before Christmas coming back, and of course the price increases. So that was SFR day 2 in a nutshell. I would love to hear in the comments below what your thoughts are on these harvest and holiday items. What do you think? What is standing out to you? What is jumping out? I did post pictures as well if you want to relook at the pictures on my Facebook. So feel free to head over there if you want to see those pictures again. And I will, like I said, post more pictures as real life pictures come in because at SFR, they do have a product display room. And so those harvest and holiday items should be displayed in a room and consultants can walk in there and take pictures with them. And then sometimes they're kind enough to share them with us. If they share them with us, I will post those on Facebook as well, but we haven't seen that just yet. So that is what we got coming for the coming season. And I know a lot of us like to see these things early, A, because we love this time of year. It is supposed to be 35 degrees here today. It is way too hot. I do not like the heat. This is like, to be fair, it's like the first time it's been hot this summer where I live. So I can't complain too much, but I don't like the heat. So a lot of us fall winter folks, we love to hear about fall and winter because we love that time of year. So part of it is that. Part of it is also seeing, oh wow, I really need to plan for this because I want a lot of these things, or I think my wallet's safe. I think I'm good. I don't actually need a whole lot of this stuff, whatever that looks like for you. It helps for planning. So while I know it's July and a lot of you are not really wanting to think about fall and Christmas right now, some of us do, and it does give you an opportunity to plan as well. Plan ahead. So that is what we got for today. Thanks so much for watching. We will see you next time. Bye-bye.